The deep ocean is the largest habitat on Earth, and we've only mapped 26% of it. Between 2017 and 2025, we went from 6% to 26%. That acceleration revealed things we never imagined. Carnivorous deathball sponges, baby colossal squids, zombie worms, VHS tapes. Here's what scientists are finding in the deep. The deathball sponge. In October 2025, researchers announced one of the strangest discoveries of the year. A carnivorous sponge shaped like a perfect sphere covered in tiny hooks that trap prey. Scientists dubbed it the deathball sponge. It was discovered at 3,601 meters deep, about 11,800 feet, near Montague Island in the Southern Ocean. Most sponges are passive filter feeders. They sit on the ocean floor filtering water for nutrients. Harmless, gentle. This sponge, it's a predator. The hooks covering its surface snag small animals that swim too close. Once trapped, the sponge slowly digests them. The deathball sponge belongs to the genus Chondrocladia and represents an entirely new species. It's just one of 30 previously unknown deep-sea species confirmed from the Southern Ocean in 2025. The discoveries followed 2 research cruises aboard Schmidt Ocean Institute's vessel Falkor. The Southern Ocean is so remote that during the expeditions, the closest humans were astronauts on the International Space Station. Think about that. These researchers were more isolated than anyone else on the planet. Baby colossal squid, first wild sighting. For 100 years, scientists knew colossal squids existed, but they'd never been observed in their natural habitat, ever. That changed in 2025 when Schmidt Ocean Institute scientists captured the first video of a colossal squid in the wild, about 2,000 feet below the South Atlantic Ocean surface. The squid wasn't colossal yet. It was a baby measuring only about 1 foot long. Adult colossal squids can grow to 23 feet in length, with eyes the size of dinner plates. This baby sighting is monumental. It confirms where colossal squids live during early development and gives scientists clues about their life cycle, migration patterns, and behavior. Before this, everything we knew about colossal squids came from dead specimens found in fishing nets or washed ashore. Now we've seen one alive in its home. Zombie worms, no mouth, no gut. Among the Southern Ocean discoveries were Osedax worms, commonly called zombie worms. These worms have no mouth, no gut, no digestive system, so how do they eat? They rely on symbiotic bacteria living inside their bodies. The bacteria break down fats inside the bones of whales and other large vertebrates that have died and sunk to the ocean floor. Zombie worms literally drill into whale bones and extract nutrients using bacteria. The bones of a single whale carcass can sustain an entire community of these worms for decades. Whale falls, the term for dead whales that drop to the sea floor, offer thousands of years of nourishment in an environment accustomed to scarcity. From large scavengers to invisible microbes, whale falls are underwater oases. Scientists filmed one whale fall at 3,890 meters deep during a dive in the Argentine basin. The carcass had presumably spent decades on the seafloor and was now in the reef phase, when organic matter has been consumed and the skeleton serves as a hard substrate for animals to attach to. 24 new species and a new branch of life. In March 2026, researchers announced the discovery of 24 new species of amphipods in the Pacific's Clarion-Clipperton Zone. But the real breakthrough, they found an entirely new superfamily, Mirabestioidea. Finding a new superfamily is incredibly rare. It represents an entirely new branch on the evolutionary tree of life. Dr. Tammy Horton, who led the research, said, "To find a new superfamily is incredibly exciting and very rarely happens. This is a discovery we will all remember. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone is a massive mineral-rich region about twice the size of India. More than 90% of species there remain unnamed. These discoveries are critical as mining companies eye the region for deep-sea mineral extraction." The deepest chemosynthetic life ever found. Chinese researchers using the deep-sea vessel Fenduje discovered communities of life at depths exceeding 30,000 feet, nearly 6 miles below the ocean surface. These aren't ordinary ecosystems, they're chemosynthetic communities, organisms that derive energy not from sunlight but from chemical reactions. Deep-sea microbes turn compounds like methane and hydrogen sulfide into organic sugars, forming the base of the food chain. Fields of marine tube worms peppered with white marine snails thrive in total darkness under crushing pressure. This is the deepest chemosynthetic community ever discovered, according to researcher Mengren Du from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. It proves life can exist in conditions we once thought impossible. No one had ever seen one alive in its natural habitat. All evidence came from dead bodies found in fishing nets or washed onto shores. That changed in 2025. For the first time ever, scientists captured footage of a colossal squid in the wild. It was swimming about 2,000 feet below the surface of the South Atlantic Ocean. But there was a twist. It was not a giant monster. It was a baby, only about 1 foot long. Fully grown colossal squids can reach lengths of over 23 feet. Their eyes can grow as large as dinner plates, the largest eyes in the animal kingdom. This discovery is incredibly important. It helps scientists understand where these creatures live during early stages of life. It gives clues about how they grow, migrate, and survive in the deep ocean. For the first time in history, we are not just imagining these creatures. We are finally seeing them alive. Outro. The deep ocean remains Earth's final frontier. 26% mapped, 90% of the Clarion-Clipperton Zone unnamed, deathball sponges, baby colossal squids, zombie worms drilling whale bones, new superfamilies, chemosynthetic life 30,000 feet down. Every expedition reveals things we never imagined, and we've barely started exploring.